Good morning, dear students of Class 8. How are you all? Hope so you are all fine at your home and watching and studying from your home. Daily, routine wise, you must be watching the videos of all your subject teachers. Student, this is the only method to keep all of you dear student in touch with your books and provide you the knowledge regarding the topics and clear the concept of your chapters. So student, don't waste your time if you are not watching the videos. Don't waste the time, students. We are doing a hard labor. We all teachers as well as the management is doing a very tough labor to provide you all the study materials so that you can get the knowledge by being at your home. You must be safe and also you must be being in touch with your subjects. So student, please, those who are watching the videos, it's very good, and those students, those your friends who are not watching the videos of the teachers and not doing the home task what provided to them, you please request them and tell them that all the teachers are doing their best to clear the concept of the chapters. So student, please try to listen, view the videos, try to listen carefully, clear your concept. Okay students? Now student, as I have started the chapter that is combustion and flame, and it is already in process, and under this chapter today I am going to explain how do we control the fire. There are three different types of extinguisher machine by the help of which we could control the fire. The main thing is that controlling fire needs three things. One is that cutting the supply of oxygen. Next is that making the ignition temperature, making the temperature lower than the ignition temperature, so that if the temperature, if the fuel will not get the temperature, they by self cool down and the fire will lit off. So student, behalf of this, three type of fire extinguisher is made. So I am going to clear the concept, student. I am going to start the how to control the fire from the chapter combustion and flame. The two things what I have explained, student, that from whatever fire extinguisher machine we are applying to control the fire, the principle behind every machine is that, first principle is that cut the oxygen supply, or next lower the temperature than its ignition temperature, so the fire can easily shut down or lit off. So student, these two things are followed. Okay, if you are just covering up that body which has caught fire from any blanket, this is a home appliances, what you can do it when there is no any fire extinguisher. Just anything which has caught fire. Okay, so the supporter of combustion is to remove from touching that body. So you should cover that body that oxygen could not touch, because as more as the oxygen will touch, the fire will go on burning. That object will go on burning. The fire will not shut down. So first try to cut off the oxygen supply. Or second method is that you bring the ignition temperature, you bring the temperature of that body lower than its ignition temperature. So the temperature of the will comes lower than that body's, that object ignition temperature. It automatically, the fire will lit off. And beyond that, there are few machines, fire extinguisher, which are used for different purpose. For electrical appliances, for electric fire, what type of extinguisher is used. For fire that has caught on the oil, what type of extinguisher is used. That I am going to explain to student. Suppose that water as a fire extinguisher. Water is also a fire extinguisher. If you throw water, it could also control the fire. But don't use water to lit off the fire which has caught in oil or on electric appliances, because the oil fire, the fire that is caught in oil, will not be lit off or put off by water, because as you throw water on it, the oil will arise above the water and goes on burning. Or if you throw water on the electrical fire, you will get electric shock. Okay student. So water as a fire extinguisher. When fire breaks out in homes, factories, industries or neighborhood, it can be extinguished using simple fire extinguisher containing water and has a hand pump to throw the stream of water. If the fire is uncontrolled with it, then one must call the fire brigade by dialing the emergency number. Okay, the water which is thrown on the fire turns into water vapor when the water it throws on the fire turns into water vapor after getting heated and surround the combustible substances. So when you throw the water on the fire, the water will heat it and forms a water vapor layer which will cut the supply of oxygen, and that fire will lit off. The fire produced by burning oil and petrol can't be extinguished by using the water, because water is heavier than the oil and petrol, so it will sink below and the oil will arise up and goes on burning. So in that case we can't use water. Fire caused by electric short circuit in electrical appliances should not be extinguishing by throwing water, because it may conduct electricity and you can harm by electrical shock. So I have just told you that on the fire caught in oil or in electrical appliances can't be controlled by water throwing on it, because it will create you can say life risk. Because if you are throwing water on the electrical appliances which has caught fire, water is a conductor, good conductor, and through that water current could pass and it will give you a heavy electric shock. Carbon dioxide is also used as a fire extinguisher. Carbon dioxide extinguishers are filled with a non-flammable carbon dioxide gas under heavy pressure. So carbon dioxide being heavier than oxygen, when carbon dioxide is just like a blanket, just it is pressed the machine, that carbon dioxide goes out and covers that body which is on fire with around it with a blanket of carbon dioxide gas. And carbon dioxide being heavier than oxygen, it goes closer to that object and cut the supply of oxygen from reaching that object. So carbon dioxide is also a fire extinguisher, student. Foam type of fire extinguisher. Foam type of fire extinguisher is also a flame liquid fire. The solution of sodium in which this foam contains sodium bicarbonate and aluminum sulfate, present inside that foam extinguisher. When they are punctured, means when they are applied, these two get mixed and forms a foam. The small fire can be extinguished by throwing sand or soil over it. For example, sand cut the supply of air to burning kerosene oil. Suppose that if water could not be thrown on oil fire, then how could we preserve? By throwing sand particles or soil particles, we can control the fire caused on the we can say oil, or by the foam extinguisher that will cover the oil with the foam and cut the supply of oxygen. Okay, student. So these are the various methods that how we could control the fire. Okay, student. Now a further topic which I am going to explain about the flame. So student, if you have seen a candle burning very closely, you must have seen its flame is splitting three. Its flame is creating three different types of colors of layer in it. You will see the outer surface in a different color, the inner surface in different color. Okay, and between there is different color. The outer surface you will see it is bluish. The inner surface you will see little bit reddish or yellowish in color, and the inner part is darker in color, because from outside the oxygen this layer is getting good oxygen supply, and the wax which is melting and arising in the form of vapor, when it is coming in contact with the oxygen, this vapor of this wax is the fuel which is burning. So when it comes in contact, a good amount of heat is creating in the outer layer, because it is getting sufficient oxygen to burn. That's why the bluish flame is because of it is getting the good supply of oxygen, and very little amount of oxygen could reach the middle layer, and very little amount of wax is coming in the middle layer, and because there is a lack of oxygen supply in the middle layer, that's why in the in less supply of oxygen in the middle layer, the middle flame color is reddish or yellowish in color, and in the inner core, very inner core, Here, up to here the oxygen is not reaching. That's why the flame, this part of the flame is totally dark. Okay, student, if you will see, observe very closely this candle, you will know what I am explaining here. Just for example, just a common example, in your kitchen, when a new cylinder has came and fixed with the gas stove, when your mother just start the gas stove with that new cylinder, you will see the flame is total flame is bluish in color, That means very good supply of oxygen as well as fuel is being provided. But when slowly the cylinder gas comes to end, you will see the color of the flame changed. It is yellowish red in color, and this shows that there is a shortage of fuel. That oxygen and that cylinder, shortage of fuel in that cylinder, and oxygen is there, but there is a shortage of fuel. That's why here also what? The wax is not reaching properly. There is a shortage of fuel, as well as oxygen is also not reaching in proper amount. So this here the flame is reddish, and outside the flame is bluish in color, and inner it is totally black, because here neither any fuel that is the wax is reaching, vapor of wax is reaching neither here nor the oxygen is reaching here. That's why the inner part is totally dark. So student, this I have explained about the different flame. That's why the outermost bluish layer is also called the outermost non-luminous zone of complete combustion. Here the complete combustion is here, because oxygen supply is totally getting a good oxygen supply, as well as flame is also you can say fuel is also arising in the form of vapor, and so the outermost is non-luminous. Blue color doesn't emits good light, okay, but yellowish color emits good light, means the middle yellowish emits good light, so it is luminous. Middle portion is luminous, good luminous, but outer portion bluish light is non-luminous, because bluish color light doesn't emit good light source. Okay, so though it is a good burning the outside layer, so it is called the name is given outermost non-luminous, because it is bluish color doesn't emit good light, so it is non-luminous and complete combustion is taking place. But in the second layer, central luminous zone is you can say the incomplete combustion, but it is luminous, and the inner dark zone is no combustion there. This dark zone is near and around the wick, no combustion is there. So student, today I have explained you about the different parts of the combustion, as well as I have explained about a different part of the flame, as well as I have also explained about how to control the fire extinguisher and different methods used to control the fire. Okay student, so student, you must watch the video. Again I am requesting you must watch the video carefully, and also if you are not seeing the previous med video, then you can't clear the concept of the next coming video, because the previous one is get attached with the next video in a sequence wise in a series. Okay, so first, if you have not watched the video till now, you please watch all the previous videos in sequence order, and now go on watching the next coming video, so that every concept of the topic must be clear. Okay student, so it's my request, please watch the video and let your friend, classmates know that my Savi teachers are giving a good job by providing the videos. So I am listening and I am watching the video. My friend, you also watch, because you are also in my same class, in the same school. You must also watch the video carefully, and whatever the task provided by the teachers, you must do it. Hope so, student, you have understood. Once again, thank you. Have a nice day, student.